Red and Black TV, here we are back. And we've got Malta and we've got Big Georgie here.
What's going on, boys?
Georgie.
How you going, guys? I've been required off the substitute bench.
I had to pull you away from all the women. Bring you here tonight, mate.
That's true.
How you feeling?
Excited, nervous, but more importantly, very excited. Very excited. Yeah, derby's a derby. So it's simple as that.
Apart from the derby, obviously, coming up. How you been overall? How you been? How you been?
Yeah, good. Not bad. Just, working as usual. Doing my own thing. Yeah.
Doing all right? Everything good?
Bro, Jimmy, bro, relax.
That's it.
Fucking Jimmy's upset there's no Stoss again.
Hey, Stoss. That guy.
You got an improvement
He's
right
going to
here.
replace soon, that bloke.
You got an improvement right here, so I don't know where you went.
Big improvement here. At least you showed up, unlike someone else. Right.
So,
There's a few things we're going to, obviously, the derby, the big one coming up tomorrow night. There's other things to talk about too. You got first, onto it. You want to get into this last pass international break quickly, and then we've got the fucking
Yeah, why not?
the new what are they calling it? The new Division 2, whatever it is.
Yeah,
national second
You know?
team.
Yep.
What do you
international.
want to get into first?
We'll say international. I didn't see the Australia 1-0 game.
Never did I.
Neither did I.
Bit of a waste of time.
All right, next.
All right.
All we know is Harry should have scored. That's all we care about.
Yeah, look,
That's it.
1-0
Scored
against
2 games.
Yeah, 1-0 against Palestine. It wasn't in Palestine, it was some other one. Look,
It was in
somewhere else.
Yeah,
I was wondering where the bombs were.
UAE, I think.
Wasn't there bombs?
Wow.
Just joking. Relax.
Are you sure?
Nah, look, I know a lot of people were saying, we should have won by more. They saw the score 1-0. Australia should have. Look, they probably should have, but 1-0 away, you'll take it. Simple as that.
Exactly.
I don't think they wanted to score anymore by the looks of it. One goal was enough, and leave them be.
Barella came on late. What was it, about 60th minute, 67th minute?
Yeah. He put it on that little move with Juki.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Juki, that was a good, nice build-up, and you can just see that frustrate when it didn't go in or got saved by the keeper. You can see a little bit frustrated, but, ultimately, I think by him, where he's been playing, especially the last couple of games for Australia, I think that's his position. And I know you guys have been speaking very intensely about, where he fits on the field, especially in the forward area. But obviously, so good to see Barella still get a
For someone who didn't even watch the game, you fucking awfully know a lot about it.
It's not what I need to know. It's what I need to know.
Hey.
But apparently, Barella Brook came back on Thursday.
Yeah.
So flying back on Thursday. So hopefully, they're there. They'll be in the squad, surely.
Surely.
No, they've been named. They've all been. Both of them have been named. So it's a wait and see game. It's whether both of them will start. That's the issue.
All right. We're going to the other tough game quickly. Who did we play? Is it Pakistan?
Bangladesh.
India? I don't know who it was.
Nah, Bangladesh.
easy win,
Bangladesh.
Struggle straight. What was it? 7-0?
Yeah,
Should have been 10.
Fucking just 7.
That's what you want to do, eh? You want to win comfortably at home, win whatever it takes away, and that's it. And I think the rest of the table drew, so I think I think if we win the next 2, we're already qualified.
Yeah, right.
So good.
Surely. You got Lebanon next.
Yeah. Oh well.
Anyway.
See what happens.
Let's go to
That's enough.
exciting news.
Let's get straight into it. I know it's not straight into it, but let's get into it. The Sydney Derby. Tomorrow night, 7:45. Rain, hail or shine. Everyone fucking get there.
Oh, boys.
Everyone.
They're predicting a crowd of over 30K.
Whatever.
I think they said.
30, 25, whatever. Just get to the game.
RBB or the away section, RBB section was sold out. They released more
Every section. Don't just worry about us. Worry even everyone. Them too. Everyone get there, for fuck's sake.
I'm a bit... I don't know what to expect from this game. I know I said it last podcast. I'm happy that Tale came in for the Adelaide game because of the bounce back effect.
I wasn't happy.
I don't know. I think if he came back, they've had the bounce back. I hope they've had the bounce back. The 5-1 win, back to business as usual. But you just don't know what to expect from Sydney now. Are they going to play the Corica way? Are they going to play Talo's way? Is it going to be
definitely
Why
not
would you play the Corica way?
I don't know, bro. I don't.
I mean, he got sacked for a reason, so
Yeah.
obviously,
Got
like
sacked for the Corica way.
I think Banana he probably hit it on the point. Like I would have loved to have seen Corica get the sack after a derby loss. Especially
that would have been.
I think that would have
sensational.
been like a what is
Perfect.
it? Cherry on top kind of thing. But, having that week against Adelaide and having an extra week off where there's no games, you run your plays, you run, the Tale style of football that he wants to bring to that team. I think it's actually pretty good that we've got the week off too, because I think, obviously having a little bit, you could say, inconsistency while we haven't lost a game, to try and regroup, get some more plays into, I guess, from the middle park defensively, as well as obviously in the forward as well. So I think for me, it's a flip of the coin match.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
I reckon it's hard to prepare for this game if you're Rudin. Like, honestly, like, you how do you study Sydney? Like, how do you study Sydney? Do you study the way that Tello played for Wellington? Do you study how he set up for Wellington? Do you study how he beat Adelaide?
Surely it would be the way he played at Wellington. And at Wellington, he played a good brand of football over there. That's not lie. He did with them, and there's no doubt he'll do it with Sydney FC. Like, he's got a wealth of players over there. They have some decent players over there this time around.
Oh, who has to have a big game for me? And I said this when we versed West United when he marked Pena, Clisby. Because Clisby's coming up against Lolly, and I think he's their dangerous player. Him and Mac.
Yeah, you can't let Lolly cut in with the fucking.
I think Sydney are missing a couple players as far as I know.
Yeah,
I think King's
Rodwell,
injured
Burgess.
and Rodwell, but Rodwell hardly plays any games.
Burgess
anyway,
is a big loss if he's out injured.
Burgess, he's a massive loss for them, right? He gave us nightmares that one time.
I think for me, two key players, you shut them down, and it's pretty much half the job
Lolly
done.
and Mac, I think that's it.
That's it,
That's
bro. Lolly and Mac.
Because their midfield, if you look at their midfield, especially Braddon,
Yeah.
Braddon's getting on in age. He's more of a, I guess you could say, like, he'll foul in certain areas where he stops the momentum, whereas he doesn't really go forward too much. He just sits. He sits in that nice middle spot and doesn't do much.
Like he just
I think early in the season he was caught out a lot. I don't know if he was match fit or not. I think with Braddon and
he never looks match fit, but he never or even when he's had like a complete season under his belt, he still doesn't look match fit.
I think Braddon is. I hope he doesn't come and bite me. I think Braddon is possibly the weak point. I think if we play a quick pace game, it'll tire Braddon out. The
Especially
constant
on the counter.
up, down, exactly. So I think we need to go out. I think we need to counter. That means Clisby kind of has to look out for Lolly, but Russell move up. I think if our players stay in the positions like we're playing, I think that will play in Sydney's hands. I think a lot will come up on Milanovic and Brook to go in the middle and make Braddon run. And in saying that, we got to be careful because we don't want Clisby and Russell to bomb forward and leave Mac and Lolly unmarked.
Obviously, yeah. So, look, I actually think, especially when it comes to our defensive structures, I think that man-to-man marking needs to be on point.
Yeah.
You could obviously have maybe an extra player on Lolly or Mac to close them, give them that constraint, but you still need that man-to-man marking. You still need to give them something to think about, either to play back or play sideways or not to sort of press forward.
But usually with Sydney's style of play, we don't know now, but back then when they had Corica and Arnold, their style was bomb the wings, fill the midfield up, and I don't think we're going to get that. I think that's a worrying sign now because that's usually their go-to. Bomb the wings, spread the ball out. Braddon obviously get the ball in.
Overlap.
Grant with the overlap down the right and down the left. That's usually their game plan, and usually pays off for them.
Yeah.
But this time around, we don't have a clue. So like Malta said, it's like you said, even for Rudin, we'll probably be fucked this time around. It's a guessing game what they're gonna do. But if they still do the same thing, obviously we've got the tall timbers at the back, man, with Marcelo and Beetling.
Yeah.
And you just got to keep an eye on those balls. Those diagonal balls.
Yeah.
Cut that out, man. And they usually really they don't really have a plan B after that.
I'm a little bit worried. I just said this before. If we play our two CDMs, so I play Hendricks and Brillante, I think that kind of plays in Sydney's hand. I think it favours them because we're not pushing up much. I think we need to play a fast game.
Yeah, but
intense.
I like the idea that if, say, Brillante or like Hendricks gets on the ball to transition from defence into attack, I think Rudin might have spoken to him and said, get the balls out quicker to either the wide men or centrally, rather than sort of that playing that tiki-taka or trying to build up play. Like, just go for it, gun it.
Yeah.
Because even against Perth, to a point, there were certain times that even I felt as though they could have played that one-touch pass, whereas they held it. Even against Newcastle to a point as well. It was a bit slow.
Yeah.
So I think, especially playing at Allianz, we've won twice there from last season. So I think, we don't have a lot of we're missing, for me, the massive loss is Leone. I don't care what anyone says.
Yeah.
It's a lone player, but the effectiveness of what he done, especially in the third game, was second to none. So I think if you can get that quick one touch, and then
That's why I think Milanovic and Brook are so important in this game.
Correct.
Like for me, Milanovic, Brook, Clisby and Russell, they need to be the players that run the most in our team. I think they have to be 4 out of the 6 out of all game. If they do that, we're halfway to win this game, I think. I think we have to out-energise them, Sydney. Just bang, bang, bang. I know it's a bit naive.
I know even us, even just other games, we can't fall asleep on the ball in this game. You cannot fall asleep 1 second because they will fucking pounce on that, man.
Yeah.
They'll fucking punish us without a doubt.
Like Bree says it, he goes, Lolly, just give him a few shoves. Honestly, I know he goes hard, but it's true, bro, because if you remember, that's what Clisby did to Pena. First 2 minutes, hit him from behind. I don't know who's the ref. I don't know if Fagani's ref, he likes to give yellows.
It's probably one of those ones that always fucks us that we never win against. Who's that one that we've fucking only won 2 games out of fucking 50 games?
Beef or whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
But if that's the case, if it's not Fagani, I want to see Clisby go hard on Lolly or whoever it is.
He's the main man.
That guy just loves to give yellows no matter what.
Not really.
He does. He's not scared to give an early yellow.
He's pretty lenient.
He's not scared.
But I find that he controls the game very well, and especially and obviously derbies or big matches.
I reckon he'll be the man.
That's what you want. So
I don't know. Do you? A couple of people saying, does Ninka start? And then if he does start, does that mean Barella starts on the bench?
So I would have Barella on the bench, and I'll have Nikovic on the bench.
Fuck.
So he playing instead?
I'll start Brook.
Yeah, but who's starting instead of Barella?
Anderson.
Anderson's already starting.
He's already starting.
So Anderson, then I'll probably have Brook.
George, you don't make sense, bro.
You're not making sense.
If we're playing 4-4-2,
just say now, for example, we're playing the same lineup as last game. Yeah.
Say 4-4-2.
Now you're taking Brooks out, you're taking Barella out. Who are you bringing in for those two? You can't say Anderson, you can't say Milanovic because they're in the field.
I don't know.
If Barella doesn't start, I'm bringing Ninko on. If he doesn't, I'm bringing Ninko on.
It's a tough one,
but I think Barella will start.
I hope he does.
I think he will because he'll be like one of those kind of guys that it's a derby. I've been playing 2 games while you guys have had a week off. Yeah, the travelling may have
good point.
Got him somewhat, but he's been playing games.
I reckon Ninka has to start, and as much as I don't want him to be on the bench, Brooks would probably have to come on the bench. I mean, have to be on the bench.
Right?
So something like that's going to happen. You need big players for big games, and you need Ninkovic. Doesn't matter his age. You're going to need him this time around because we're going to need that attacking prowess up front. And at the moment, we've been struggling with that.
The link up,
And so once he's come on last game, Ninkovic, you completely saw a different team open up. All right, we didn't score when he came on, but it was a completely different game. It opens up everything. And they know that. But then again, that's a play in their favour too. They can just attack him, annoy him. Like they'll normally do, but it didn't pay off last time.
I would actually, the more you say it, I wouldn't mind Ninka starting and Barella on the right. It throws a spanner in the works. I think Tale would have thought about it, but I don't think he really expects it. I don't
think Tale's going to worry about too much of our players. He's just going to try to implement his game. Obviously, he knows it's a massive game. It's probably his biggest game all year round.
Right.
This is like it's the biggest of his probably managerial career so
and
far.
Again, it's 2 ex-teammates as well again.
Yeah.
Back-to-back kind of thing.
But I don't think he's worried about it. He'll be revving them up. Get out there. You know the system we're trying to implement.
100%.
And let's stick to it. Let's not worry about anything else.
But it's how quickly he's been able to implement it straight. Like obviously against Adelaide, but any kind of away game against Adelaide for starters is like a you're not going to get 3 points.
It's tough. It's
very, very tough.
Yeah.
But the amount, the way they score their goals, I'm like, this is like Graham Arnold.
They surprised me, Adelaide. I thought after Goodwin's gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
But you're right. They're the thing. I don't know. I want to see a big game, and he's got a chance to step up in. Or as he said, the right thing this week, Milanovic. I want him to. If he scores, he can really, hopefully, take a step forward for his career here.
I want that Milanovic that rocked up against Western United that literally took the game by the throat and showed no mercy to them whatsoever. I know we can get that from him. I know from the first game this season, I said it when he had that chance and he kicked the signage. I got that putting some fire in his fucking belly. And once he unlocks that, brother, it is going to be a delight to watch him play.
100%. I think he's G'd up. I know the club kind of tells him to do these, interviews and stuff, but what he said, you can feel it. It's escape. He said he was here when he was 10, 11 years old.
Yeah.
And now look at he's playing at a derby away from home. Doesn't get much bigger.
He's been a part of it before, but not as this time around. This time he's getting a full he's getting the 90 minutes under his belt. You know what I mean? The other times he came on as off the bench, or probably sometimes he didn't even come on. I reckon. But this time it's time for him to shine. I reckon.
Yeah. It's just I don't know. I don't know. This derby's just, I don't know.
It's something different about it.
It's something different, bro.
Yeah,
it is.
I normally don't go in with full confidence, but fuck.
I'm not confident.
I'm not confident.
I'm not.
I just don't like how they bring it. They've got fucking Tale in now, and they full front of span in the works for us.
But you know what? The way I look at it, it's also another challenge for the playing group. It's another challenge again to go, okay, they've obviously had a managerial change before the international break. Yeah. We've had Rudin for a full at least a year and a bit now, close to 2 years. And yeah, you can even tell when Rudin first came in, obviously, I know it wasn't his team at the time, but you could always straight away from even the first game they took over, just the amount of changes on the field and how much more, attacking minded or more positive. So the fact that now he's got his own, obviously he's had a few changes, but it's probably one of the best led up games I've probably come across in the last 5-6 years.
You were there, Georgie, when at the training early in the week. And remember when we asked Rudin, we want this because of what happened last year.
Yeah.
And Rudin turned around and goes, not for word. He understood we were hurting. He said, boys, I'm hurting still. The players are still hurting. But he kind of hinted that it's a separate game. He kind of said, he goes, what, do you guys, without, I'm paraphrasing here, he goes, do you boys lose for a more season and beat him in the final and you guys would be happy with that? Do you think does that mean anything to you? He's not seeking revenge. He's saying, look, this is it's a derby, it's a G up. We're hurting, but this is an individual game on its own.
Yeah, and the thing is, we beat them 2-1 pretty much in the regular season. That elimination final, it hurts, but I think at the end of the day, it's a new season, it's a clean slate again. And I think at the end of the day, he just wants our club, our fans and our members to experience another victory, because you know how well especially the 1-0 against with the Yengi scoring. I've never heard Allianz go up that, especially in our away section, as much as that. And it
was like a relief for everyone.
It was a new dawn. It was a new dawn. It was a new dawn. I'm telling
you. You could, and this is me speaking from going from the first season. I took my dad to the second ever derby at Allianz. Yeah, we went in the middle of the RBTV, but we were in the vicinity of it. But even my dad was like, "This is crazy. This is insane." And that Yengi goal kind of brought me back that memory.
I said that game was the second best away derby, apart from the first one ever. And I hope Milanovic can be our Yengi for that game. I would love any other player. I want Brillo to score a goal. Don't get me wrong for his confidence.
Nothing more I'd love for him to come in off from the left hand side and just
literally a repeat of Yengi.
Ping one in with his right, bro. Against
in front of us.
That little scum.
Or even in front of the cove and just stand there and just go,
Who's
that now?
I don't know. I'm just copying stuff. I'm engaging, relax, bro. And this guy gives shout outs. Here we have. Anyway, we'll get to our predictions.
It's not Oprah.
Badly, eh? I don't know. I think, looking at a right back, who do you play? Knowing they're coming up against Mac. Is it Russell?
I'm going Russell.
Simmons?
I'm going to
Klur's back.
I'm going to stick with the same back line.
Back four.
Yeah.
Keep it.
Back four, keep it. Let's not
Tinker it.
let's not fucking around with it.
Yeah.
Let's keep everyone. Let's keep the back line happy, man. Let's keep Russell going.
Yeah.
All right.
He scored last game.
He scored last game.
And Clisberto.
He said on his latest interview. He said on his latest interview that he's fucking. There's a lot more we haven't seen, so I want to see this.
Yep.
Yeah. Fair enough. He was injured fucking last 2 seasons, so he's come back.
Yep.
Been playing the last few games, so let the boy play.
Yeah.
Which they Clisberto.
Well, after last goal, bro, I'll take that.
Clisberto.
Yeah, right. Obviously, keep him in. He's got to stay.
Yeah.
Back-
But definitely back four, you don't really necessarily change unless it's needed.
Yeah.
Like it's forced
I agree.
an injury or a red card or whatever. Because especially like Marcelo, yeah, Rudin had kind of mentioned that he had a quiet word apparently to keep him sort of a little bit level-headed at times. But in derbies, I'm throwing all that out the window. I don't care. Just go for it.
Let's not go too hard. Obviously, I know what you mean.
Nah,
keep
but
the
like,
hot head there, but you got to control that hot head.
But just be smart in certain areas of the game.
While we're sitting here saying, Milanovic is our player to hopefully step up and kickstart his career with us, I guarantee you Sydney are sitting there saying the same thing about their forward who starts with letter K. And I can't remember his name. Like that long name. He scored 2 against Adelaide. I think the instructions from Tale to him would be get in Marcelo's face, rattle him a bit. I think, I hope, and I've got all faith that Marcelo is smart enough not to do anything stupid, to bite.
To get baited
And
in.
if Marcelo keeps him quiet, that is massive, massive, massive for us.
Actions over words.
100%. And Marcelo's got him. Like, Marcelo should have him with experience with the talent Marcelo's got
And where he's played.
and where he's played. And that he knows derbies. He knows derbies.
knows him very well.
And he's a leader. Like, I really hope that he's on his game for that Sydney player. Because I think that guy sat in the cove, whatever, too. He's their version of our Milanovic, I think. So,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
that guy, I can't, Kucharski.
Yeah,
Jasky, yeah.
Watch him score
Kachalski.
a double and say, Malta, remember my
McDonald's,
name.
bre.
Yeah, next
McDonald's.
minute.
Yeah, he scores a double, Malta.
Massa.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Well,
It's a tough game, this one. It's tough, bro. It's and the fact that last season, no one won at home
Yeah, it was all away with.
at derbies.
Fuck, where,
It's got me worried, bro. I'm telling you, I'm worried. Honestly.
I'm just like, I don't know where to go. Like, I'm
Yeah.
fucking. I said today to the guy at work, I just reckon you guys are just gonna win just because the roll-on effect of Tele. But I reckon it's come at Tele
Interesting
for them
time.
has come at a good time, but a bad time too. But it's a good time to keep them going with this international break we had. Drill their drills in for them. But then again, you still need those. You needed the game in between there. I reckon they needed that game in between. If two games,
They probably did.
you reckon?
Probably played an intra-club
Yeah,
game
like we
what
did. We did 11 versus 11. First
Yeah,
team,
like
second
the
team,
first
swap
team
players,
versus
yeah,
other
MPOs.
reserves.
Yeah. I don't know. I just,
I was gonna bring up maybe another player to potentially on how the game goes. I would love to see Oscar Priestman get a go.
I reckon he'll come on.
He'll come
on.
depending on how the game goes. But for me, and I've watched him when he came like halfway through the year of the NPL season with us, and then obviously into this season as well. That kid has got so much potential that, and I hate to toot my own horn right now, but he could be potentially a future captain if he decides to stay. But you look at Newmoff. Newmoff's obviously gone overseas. Yeah. He could have been a potential with us. But Priestman for me, and especially when he set up the goal for Anderson at Newcastle, that's what happens when you go, like, if you give your forwards a service, which Priestman did in that case, they
Through
will
the
cut
middle too?
Through the middle.
I can see.
So-
I can see Anderson getting on the score sheet this time around.
Bro, I hope so.
Penalty?
I can see just getting on the Galatian
One-on-one.
or something like
Bro,
that.
if we score 2 goals,
But I can see them scoring as well. That's what I
Yeah.
can see. Just fucking.
Again, nil all till about 10 to go. Doing the positive.
if they didn't do 5-1 Adelaide, I'd go in this game confident. But I think
Yeah.
Lolley's come into form a little bit.
But
Krzyzewski.
Adelaide are always a bit. Fucking,
I'm waiting for Mac to come into form like last season. I'm just waiting for that.
Oh, do you reckon that guy really came into form? I reckon it was
Last season he was dangerous, bro.
I don't reckon
He
they're
was a
getting.
class above last
Not
season.
really. I don't know. I don't.
I rated him.
No, I reckon he can do much more. He can do much more than that. Even like last season, I expected when he played for Sydney last year. I expected way more. All right, they got little glimpses of him, like scoring from outside the box here and there in the last minute to win him games, but he should have done so much more last season, bro, and they know that as well.
I just think Adelaide got found out the last game.
Yeah.
I think they got out. It doesn't matter.
Irakunda's a big loss for them. He's a big loss for them.
But he's still playing though.
No, but he didn't play.
Craig Goodwin, obviously for me, is
massive.
It's a massive loss, but they handled that. They've handled that well.
Adelaide gave a lot to him, but Sydney took a lot, and that's what. I'm worried. Two things. I hope that's a bounce back form for Tele coming in, and I hope that game didn't play him in form, because I love looking at the table and seeing where they are and where we are.
But it's not that bad. Well, if they win,
it's still very early
behind
in the
us
season.
against way too early. Then round 5.
But derby matches for me, derby matches define where you are in terms of where you're going in the season and how you potentially may finish. Because last season we never finished outside top 4.
What about Sapsford? You said Neuenhoff. For me, when I watched the NPL, I thought Sapsford was a bit better than Neuenhoff, to be honest. A bit more effective. Had a bit more X factor. Yeah.
He's a striker.
Yeah.
Striker.
Yeah. Do you think he'll come on?
He's got a killer instinct.
I think he will, but it depends on depending on how we are in the game. If it's tight, like 1-0, say, behind, 10 he needs more than 10 minutes.
Obviously, he's still young. He still needs to bulk up, hit the gym a bit, man. And
get there, Cruz.
But just
get there.
Give him the chance.
Yeah, obviously give him a chance. But we've seen what he can do. We've seen when we went and watched the NPL games. How many... Like some of the goals he scored, that's ridiculous what he's been doing.
Sydney Derby as well.
The Sydney United goal when he played at Denzer, that chip or something. I remember he scored a cracker.
Oh, there was that one against Bonnering too, and it was his first game.
Even Blair.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Some of the finishing on that kid, oh my God.
Oh, mate. I don't know. All right. Should we go on? Hello, some people are asking about this March.
Right, you get into it, Malta.
All right. Before we start, I need to emphasize that we do not speak on behalf of the RBB. We're not. So if you guys want to quote us here, please don't quote that this is the RBB speaking. This is RBTV speaking. This is Malta, Banana, and obviously Georgie speaking. So I need to emphasize that. Couple of things now. Obviously, look, I'll be honest, the RBB leadership, we're close with them. That they've told us some info that they've said we can share with you guys. Just to kind of clear the air. We're not going to focus on it too much because obviously the derby is more important. I know when the RBB released the news yesterday that people were saying, oh, why can't we just march, blah, 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 just walk it. Couple of things. There's a difference between walking on the footpath and actually marching. Now, I don't know if everyone realizes, but once you march, you actually have to complete a form that has the routes, a whole bunch of information, someone's name on it, blah, blah, blah. You submit it, and from what I understand, the RBB actually submitted that early because they just didn't want any hassles. And then
early.
A lot early. Yeah, good work, but at the good point, Banana. And the cops kind of went back and forth. And I actually wrote some stuff down so I don't say the wrong things, but they came up with a couple of reasons why not to approve this march. And I'm going to go through some of them, and my personal opinion is that was a bullshit excuse. Yeah. Number one is, first thing, they're worried about what happened with the protests before, the political protests, Israel-Palestine.
Which nothing happened.
Got out of hand.
What got out of hand?
The Palestinian one, first one. Fair enough. If it did, it did. Yeah? But what's that got to do with the RBB?
I don't know.
Apparently, the RBB leadership made it very, very clear to the police officers that we're not political. And we are. We try to keep out of it whatsoever. Like the RBB as a whole. Yep. Okay, like we all have individual opinions, that's fine. But the RBB as a whole does not get into politics. Like we haven't had any politics like that. So for me, that argument is invalid. Second thing is they said about resources. They said, look, with all these things, we don't have enough police resources. Yeah. I don't even know the numbers, but I'm going to say randomly at the game, there's going to be over 100 riot squad. There's going to be how many regular police officers? More. And there's going to be security everywhere, let alone how many undercovers. You're telling me that they couldn't get half of these people to control a march?
I'll even better that for you.
Go.
Once you walk out of Central Station, and I think pretty sure when everyone meets up over there, you're going to be escorted by police anyway.
Exactly.
all the way from the station to the stadium. So figure that one out.
And as an officer, my personal opinion, yeah, I would rather have 100 people marching in a 50-meter length period where you can control them than having people on the footpath 100 meters long disturbing everyone.
More than 100 meters.
Like, I don't get it. Like I don't get it. So I think that resources argument is, again, personal opinion, invalid. I think it's a cop out, bro. I think it's a cop out.
Yep.
Next thing was the police were worried about certain intersections. So from what I understand, the RBB go, fine. How about we change the route where we avoid these big intersections?
Yeah.
Still not good enough for the police. Police worried about public safety, about restaurants. Yeah, okay, we've been marching for 11 years. Why has it never been an issue? Then, from what I understand, the police threatened to take so what they can do is when you fill out your form, the police can go to the Supreme Court of New South Wales. Now, I don't know if you guys know your legal system, viewers know your legal system. Yep. Supreme Court of New South Wales is the highest court in New South Wales.
Correct.
After that's Criminal Court of Appeal and High Court of Australia.
Yeah.
So if that's a big statement saying, I'm going to take it there, I'm going to block it. Then they threaten to pass on the cost or whatever it might be to the RBB and the leadership team. Now, a couple of people were commenting saying, let them try to sue the RBB. It's because there's thousands of us. Yeah, it doesn't work like I understand why you guys do that.
It's whoever's name is on the paper, and cop it.
And they will target the capos, the leadership, RBB of the leadership, the drummers, all this sort of stuff. And the cops have no issues arresting 100 people. They won't. It justifies their presence.
Isn't that funny? Like,
bro,
that's like me. Like I was pretty sure I said it to you the other day. It's like me organising the barbecue. I buy the barbecue. You don't rock up. You're going to fork out all the costs for the barbecue now because you didn't rock up.
I don't.
That's crazy.
Honestly, I don't get it. Like from what I understand, and obviously we weren't involved with it. And the club, from what I understand, the club did try to help. Okay, the RBB was trying the hardest to meet the police, but from what I understand and reading in the statement, the police were just stubborn and saying no. I don't know. I get the vibe that the police were like, we want the NRL style. But mate, like it shows you a lack of understanding. It shows you a lack of working cooperation. You only want your way, blah, 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 and that's it.
Well, that's what it pretty much was. Like whatever questions got thrown at him, it was just ignored.
And it's sad. It's absolutely sad. And in saying that, as frustrating as it is, and it hurts to say this, absolutely hurts to say this, the crap thing is it shows how I feel powerless. I do. Because I know that I now need, and everyone else now needs, to walk on that footpath. Because if you don't walk on that footpath, if you act out, if you try to say no, stuff you're gonna get done. You probably get arrested. A couple of people watching are gonna jump in, and they're gonna get arrested. And what good does that serve?
Not serve any good.
It's so
and it's probably kind of the reaction they want.
100%.
So they can say, "Look, we told you. Look at them now."
Exactly. So as painful as it is, I'm asking everyone in the RBB, whoever's on that march, to walk on the footpath. Okay, reading the RBB statement, you're going to walk on the footpath from the park outside Central, walk on the footpath wherever it is, up the hill, around the court, whatever it is. And then once you get to that park, read the statement of the RBB. Once you get to that park outside the stadium, that's where the march will begin.
Small march, but it is what it is. But
yeah.
Let's make as much noise as we fucking can, bro. Let's tear
100%.
that little roof off that's above us.
So, I hope that clears the air with some stuff. Now, if you have any other questions, like, put in the chat. We'll try to answer what we can. I don't know everything. Message the RBB if you have any other questions. They might know more. But yeah, I'm fearful this is a deliberate push by the cops to ban any future marches.
I mean, they did do this to us before. Yeah?
Last season they tried.
The last season they tried. But again, we did walk up the hill, met up at that park.
Yeah.
But still, there was that presence of them fucking on the side of on the road, pushing everyone in.
And I could be wrong, but I think last season they said whoever drums or hold the banner is going to get arrested.
Yeah.
Until they get to the park.
Until they get to the park.
So yeah, and I know a couple of people were saying, I hope the Paracops do it to the Cove. I don't. I hope. I think marches, no matter what club, no matter what it is football. It is football.
Let them do it.
So I hope they march. Let them march from Para Station all the way to the.
Let them march from the city all the way to Para.
Yeah, honestly,
I don't care. It's a match day experience for the kids, for everyone, for families where kids want to be a part of it, families want to be a part of it. Every single person wants to be a part of it.
And it links to what I said after the Newcastle game that I hope you know, the APL looks at this. I hope that I understand the APL's powerless. I know cops are stubborn. It is what it is. But I hope now the APL looks at it and goes, okay, if the cops request this, we're only going to give them this. We're not going to go above and beyond. I hope the APL realize that, because someone posted it on either Instagram or Facebook saying this is the reason, or this is one part of the reason why supporters are turning their back on the game, because how many photos are from marches? It's iconic. Not only us. Everywhere.
In Melbourne, here.
It's iconic, bro.
Sydney FC.
Yeah.
MacArthur.
It's iconic. So, yeah, on except for MacArthur. Yeah. But we know what happened last time there. I'm just be careful. Everyone else, just be careful. Don't give the cops any reason, because we know they're there to justify their presence. Yeah. It's not a call of arms. This is not a call of arms. This is not, to get angry at the cops, all that stuff. Go out there, be loud, show them who we are in a peaceful way, and that's it. I think, yeah. So hopefully that clears some of the questions up. But yeah, if you have any other questions, post it up.
Well said.
Well said, Malta.
No, there's nothing. I just want to clear the air, bro. Yeah.
Clear the air, right.
Like, I think it needs to be said. But
all right.
Yeah.
Now, score predictions for
This is dangerous.
tomorrow night. I saw some on Instagram pop up. Oh my god! One guy goes, "It's going to be a tight game." 5-3. Holy shit!
What is a
That's
tight
not a
game,
tight
bro?
game. That's fucking loose.
It is a tight game.
That's as loose as
That's
a
a
brothel.
that's a
I'm
coach's
gonna read.
killer.
Holy shit! That's not a close game. Close game is 1-1,
I wanna read
1-0,
2-1.
Read some of them. They're pretty.
Yeah, so
pretty good.
these are the score. These are the predictions on Facebook. Let me just go all comments. So a couple of things. We've got 1-1. We got 3-1 to us, 1-0 to us, 2-0 to us, 2-0 to us, 2-2, 2-0 to us, 3-2 to us, 2-3, 3-1 to us, 2-1. Is anyone picking Sydney?
Fucking hell.
10-0 Wanderers.
Let's not be fucking hell. Is that you, George?
All right,
Nah,
we got
definitely not.
we got 1-2-0 to Sydney. Yeah, so
not
did you
biased,
get one
man.
rip.
Yeah.
Report.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
Get your face mask on.
it's a COVID spread.
It's those burgers.
It's a COVID
Burgers,
spread.
eh?
Oh,
So yeah,
Not that bad. Come on.
it's bad, bro.
Oh.
So pretty much everyone's predicting us to do.
so it's an average of like 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah,
Average.
yeah.
Everyone put your money on Sydney FC now.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. How many times has that happened? Nah. My prediction is I'm going to go for a draw. I wouldn't be surprised to see like a 0 or a 1-1 draw. Cagey game.
Yeah.
I think both teams will be all right with that.
Either half goal or one half.
I'll go for a 1-1, but if we end up losing 2-1 or 1-0, I won't be that disappointed, because fucking I am kind of expecting it. So yeah, my best bet is just a draw.
Yeah.
But if we go down losing 3-4-0, then bro, I'll be fuming, brother. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be different me.
It's going to be a funeral.
Yeah, I mean, if it's a nice cagey affair and one goal in it,
So be
it is what it is. So be it.
Derby.
I was expecting it, but if we go down, like I said, a fucking 4-5-0 thumping, ooh, brother.
Right, then the next podcast.
Oh,
yeah.
wouldn't be salty at them. Wouldn't be salty on our players, brother. Yeah. They did what they had to do, brother. Georgie.
Oh, here comes something
There
outrageous.
you go. Hang on. Are you that guy in the 5-3 section? Is that you?
I say 0 all.
Neil Law.
okay,
Wow,
fair
that's
enough.
all right.
I just think there will be chances for both teams. But I think it's going to be one of those, like Banana said, I think it's going to be extremely cagey.
Has there ever been a Neil Law derby?
Yes, there has.
Yeah.
Yes, there's been 2, I think, from memory. I think once at...
First season?
I think first...
1-0?
No.
No,
They were all wins.
Like second or third season, there was a 0 all. I know that for a fact. There was... Because there was a 2-all when Shannon Cole scored that free kick
Yeah.
at Para.
I can't remember
And there was a
0-all at
0
all.
all. I think there was a
Anyone
0
knows?
all. I think
They've
Allianz maybe.
thumped us many times. Nah, no way Allianz there was a nil or draw. Nah, I don't think there's ever been a nil or draw.
If anyone knows Neil Law, have it
Where's
posted. Where's Boz,
He
bro?
knows.
Boz normally
He
knows.
knows. Google. No, I don't think there's
People
ever
saying
been a nil or
Combank.
draw.
I thought there was. I think there's been one, bro.
I think
Oh,
there's been- I think there's one Combank.
yes.
Yes, so what?
When Rodwell was with us.
Rodwell,
Yes,
that's
yes. That was a pretty fucking boring game.
Josh got arrested. Is too wide for the footpath. It's like, oh, that's good.
He's not even going. Don't worry about that.
Oh, wow.
Can't even rock up to his own podcast, let alone fucking derby.
He's gonna message me.
Jeez.
That's not funny, bro. There you go.
Come on.
Far out, we're good. 14th of January 2017. Neil Law.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, well, but we just bring it up
Nah,
now.
but then...
I think that's the only one.
No, that's 2.
Two?
He said Rodwell.
Rodwell, that was the one.
Yeah, but he said
home
there's
game.
two. 2017.
I said there's two.
I don't know.
It's 2017 in the comment.
Yeah, 2017. Yeah.
So there's two.
Holy fuck.
But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a nil-all, to be honest. Honestly, yeah. And I think both clubs will take a nil-all. I think we'll be more
Wins
happier,
are
but I think
preferable,
both.
but-
Yeah, 100%.
But draw at Allianz, considering with all the changes, especially for Sydney side of things, 100% take it. But I think our players do not want that. You could tell.
I reckon.
Especially Milanovic.
If it's going to end as a draw, we coming out of that. We'll come out
Happier.
that all right. Happier.
I'll be head out.
Just because of all the changes they had at their club at the moment,
100%.
we'll come out luckier there. Where they will come out saying, fuck, we could have got him.
Like there's a chance. And then obviously when we play at our home next derby,
Different story. Yeah.
then that'll be a different story because the season will be more into the season.
There's a big
Both
gap.
teams will know. Yeah, the next
There's a
one's
big
not
gap.
until like,
And yeah, it's a big gap
February,
until, yeah.
like February next year. So I think
I don't mind that,
into
actually.
that. Yeah, well that's the thing, especially like, and then the week after we've got the Brisbane game.
He's got, Brisbane.
So
We've got
like
Brisbane next week.
especially like in the next couple of games, if we can get points out of both games, I think that's and then going up to the victory game, I think that's definitely going to be sitting us well, into building for the rest of the season. Depending on injuries, of course.
Who's winning in the Melbourne game?
Someone said 1-0. I don't know.
To who?
1-0 to who?
Yeah.
Don't say 1-0, but I could say
They said
I reckon MacArthur. Melbourne's
victory,
due for a
bro.
loss.
Yep. Rishi, you just called it. A couple people have been asked about the second division, second tier.
Yes, we were going to touch
Yes.
into this probably just now. We've got our score lines out of the way. We've got the lineups all that out of the way. Now,
Oh, wait, before we do lineups, do we change anything? We said possible Borello on the wing, Brook out,
Yeah,
Ninkovic
don't
in.
ask me because apparently I don't know.
started naming all the players that are in it.
Exactly.
I wouldn't mind seeing that, to be honest. I think I wouldn't mind seeing how it is. I think if Borello doesn't start for whatever reason, I think Ninkovic comes straight in.
Formation.
I think if Borello is fit,
He's fit.
He's fit.
and ready to start, I think I wouldn't mind seeing no changes. But I think if Borello's fit, I wouldn't mind seeing Borello on the right, Brook have a break, Ninkovic start.
Yeah, switch it up a bit. Yep. Get in behind
Still
the
a
line.
4-4-2?
Bulls winning 1-0. Yeah. Ideally, I want to see 4-2-3-1, but I can't see Rudin changing much for this game.
No, I'd rather have 4 back, 4 in them because then that way
4-4-2.
it mitigates.
I wouldn't mind even seeing some pace come on with Pereira's coming on second half.
But I've actually forgot about him too.
Don't forget about it.
There you go.
Don't
He's
forget
a
about it.
good
He's
replacement
He's a good little speed stunt down the
I
line.
forgot that he's even here.
Yeah, don't worry, he'll make
That's
it
all
impact. When he does, if he does score, imagine he scores on the weekend. Just a little.
It's a lot of imagines.
I want Milanovic to score.
What is that?
Oh, Milanovic, rip us.
What is it? Was it Ned Zellige's catchphrase? That like imagination and fantasy.
Oh, yeah,
There's
there's
so many individual
catchphrases.
brilliance.
There's a lot of imagination and fantasy.
Where is that,
talk.
Blake? I reckon we should get him on the podcast. Fuck it.
Oh, that would be entertaining, honestly.
Oh wow!
Where did he go? Silly.
I know, give him a joint and get him happy.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Second,
A couple people saying go
Second
4-3-3 formation.
nah.
I think most people say
Nah.
4-2-3-1.
Nah. Yeah, 4-4-2 or just for that game and then potentially change.
Look,
it for the
I
Brisbane
would
game.
like to see us play 4-2-3-1, but I think for this game we're going 4-4-2.
Yeah. Brisbane, you could probably get a, depending on, because we were supposed to Australian Cup, up at Suncorp, would you change the positions? But yeah.
Jimmy raised a good point, like pitch invasion when we score. I know when Yengi scored, we did go on the field. It was the best moment of our life.
That was different.
What
That
about the
was-
third goal?
We saw what happened last derby away on the
I got thrown
third
out
goal.
as well. Fucking hell.
Yeah, it was just don't
Just don't do it.
don't. Yeah,
It sounds good. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
it-
sounds
nothing
epic.
beats it.
Nothing. That feeling was
in
sick.
a perfect world, yes.
Oh, 100% you
In a dictatorship.
Even though
Don't,
like
bro.
nothing silly,
Don't.
nothing silly would happen.
Nah.
Obviously, like last time we didn't go over the over the second barrier, land on the field, anything stupid.
that you just saw that way.
It was just just emotional night, fucking for our supporters, Mm-hmm. Got to admit, I did jump on. Fucking
Yeah, it was the best moment, bro. It was the best moment. All right, let's go to.
Second tier.
Oh, yeah. Look, we did try to get a player on. We did. You want to talk about it?
But he was busy. We tried to actually get Milanovic in. He's keen. He's very keen to come on. But this week, as you saw, he was
Prep-wise.
everywhere on fucking doing interviews and shit like that. And he's only got a few nights there where he's free. And
He said he wants to focus on the game.
focus on the game, which
Which is
I
fair.
completely 100% understand.
Engaging.
Engaging.
Like, this guy, Lyle Perkins, is 100% the other bloke. Yeah, so we did try, but, you know, we didn't get a player, but we got Georgie on instead.
Georgie instead. But
Yeah, that's quality, bro.
What do you want, brother?
That's a better thing, I reckon.
I think it's better.
Really?
You got the old kid out.
Santa Lab.
Love it. I knew as soon as you walked in.
Surprised it actually still fits.
It does, mate. Hey, it's a little bit tight, but you get in there.
I've got more rolls in a bloody bakery, but anyway, like,
Ooh, 89% reckon we're going to win tomorrow.
who said that?
Oh, I did a poll.
Oh,
I'm engaging.
engaging.
Yeah, cop that.
But
people.
second division talk.
Second division talk, yes.
So
let's get
what
straight
do
into
you
it.
guys think in terms of what they've announced and what they potentially may
expected
announce?
more.
I don't mind the
hang
8.
on.
I don't mind the
Listen.
8. I don't mind the 8.
Listen, you
Dropping the gun.
they've made the call when it's coming in. They left the minor few details out.
They have, eh?
They've left a massive chunk of details. Like
Yeah.
they've gave you the headlights, but they didn't give you the rest of the info until later on, until you've dived in and actually read it.
So they built the
Yeah.
engine, but they just haven't connected the parts.
Someone goes, wow, is that George and Tonus?
George and Tonus.
George
George
and
Antonis.
About you.
Tonus.
That guy's
Greek.
like a midget.
Right,
Like,
so they've got it's 10 teams, yeah.
They announced
10 to
8.
14. Well, first 8, but potentially 14 max.
So more going to come in before it kicks off.
So
I
the initial
understand.
8 have been announced, and they could do between 2 to 4.
All right, so people need to fucking stop overreacting then.
Because
That's the case. I've just only seen the teams so far that are in it.
Well,
And what were they saying? It's at the time being now, it's only 18 games, 10 teams, which is all right. It's not the best, yeah, but we need to slowly start. You can't go in full throttle with this, and it all goes to shit, and then we all start pointing the finger at the APL again. You know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to do. Yeah, don't sit there and think that these clubs have millions of dollars in their.
don't.
They don't. It's just plain and simple. They don't. So, and they're saying what they can't get promoted to
Nope.
2000 to
This is that
30.
contract
27,
issue.
27, 28, maybe.
So apparently, I don't know if it's true. One of the videos I don't know if it's the same one you saw, doing the rounds is that the A-League licenses, I don't know if it's true, but it's what it says. The A-League licenses have guaranteed that they're going to stay in the top division, I think, to 2030 or something like that.
Yeah, that's correct. Yep.
234.
That's probably why I've
Yep.
blurred the
Now,
lines a bit.
that's fine.
Yep.
That's fine. That means there's going to be no relegation, but it's not stopping promotion for a bit. Now, we got Auckland coming in next season, I believe. I'm assuming we got Tasmania.
I'm not a fan of that. Sorry, bro.
Season
I
after, maybe,
don't
I
care. I don't care which billionaire they got at the club now.
This is a
I just don't like it. I don't like it, bro, at all. I don't like
like
it.
it.
Sorry.
The more I
You
read
like
about him,
it.
the more I
Why?
don't
I
mind,
like
to be
it.
honest.
Oh, don't get me. I understand.
I like
he's,
it.
He's talking everything. He sounds like he just wants to win. Yeah.
And he got football knowledge.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, he owns.
Which
Yeah,
is what we're
yeah,
talking about.
Bournemouth.
He's got fucking.
I think
yeah.
Lorient in France.
All right, fair enough.
He's trying to do like a city group sort of thing.
But no,
Build
it's
consortiums.
it's a good thing to have. But Auckland,
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
I'd prefer to see Wollongong, Canberra, Tasmania, but it is.
Oh,
what it
well, they got Wollongong Wolf, so.
is. Well, they're in the
like this will be
second division.
Like this will
Yeah.
be. Imagine he came along now and says, "No, I don't want this. I want one of these teams from the second division.
Or
I
want
don't
to
care
buy
where they are at the
Newcastle.
moment. I will fucking ramp them up and they'll be in the A-League.
Yeah, but he's
Not a
Kiwi.
powerhouse.
He's
but-
Kiwi. I think he's from
Yeah.
New Zealand, which
Is
I don't
he?
mind. Yeah.
But-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was
So
American.
go through all the teams, like go from like RPL Leichhardt.
I'm surprised by that.
I'm not. I'm actually.
They got money,
I'm actually happy
but-
I'm actually happy that
But George, are they pulling the crowds, bro?
they get good crowds. They
Apart from the Italian derby,
no, well, they get good
Hey,
crowds. They still get good
Marconi.
crowds, and they've got a very, very, very strong junior base.
they do.
Extremely good junior
Decent-
base.
decent
and
football.
One of the criteria
Stadium.
that they had to meet for all the clubs was community engagement.
Mm.
So they do very, very well with the community. They're backed by West Ashfield
Yeah.
hard,
Mm.
so they got cash up towards millions. So there's no issue for
It's
them.
similar to Marconi, yeah.
Marconi, because they're privately run and they're owned. Well, when they come in and they say they have 36,000 members,
Oh, yeah. Where that come from?
that's because of the membership of the club.
Yeah.
What's that?
Not
Like
the
paying $10 for a
football
raffle ticket and you
department.
remember?
Yeah.
But you got Avondale in Melbourne. They're Italian.
Surprised again?
Surprised, but they're a growing club.
Right, Melbourne
All right.
Knights aren't there.
only problem I have with these teams, like I don't really have a problem, but the problem is for other people. Yeah. So when I say other people, you've got your South Melbourne, which
They should be there.
they should be there. They should have been there from the beginning. City United, another team who should be there. Okay, Wollongong, yes. Majority of these teams should be there. Okay, obviously there's the standout names that we know that should be there. The clubs with the massive history there. Only problem I have is that let's say now someone here from the area doesn't have a team in the A-League. City United comes in now, and he goes, "I want to go for City United, but I can't go. But I can't go because it's a Croatian-based club." This is the hurdle here you're gonna have to deal with. Now people are gonna think I have to be Croatian to go for this club. I have to be Greek to go for South Melbourne. I have to be Italian to go for Fing.
Yeah.
This is where I think like the NSL crumbled in this.
It did.
Because you were just attracting nationalities to a certain club.
And the generations
and you
past.
couldn't get the old generations, and you couldn't get your average person who lives in the area to the game to watch that. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Whoop. So this is my only problem with that.
I
Like,
get
I
that.
don't mind those.
I
I don't mind it.
Yeah.
But it's just like
I understand
for
that.
the normal standard supporter.
Two ways. Oh, sorry, George. Two
Yeah,
things,
sorry.
but I know clubs like South Melbourne have tried to break that, and they've been successful in a part. But I think clubs like Sydney United, who we have like utmost respect for, like so much for Australian football, I think when you have like, and I understand why they're patriotic, they love their club, 100%. I get it, but when you have supporters singing like Croatian songs, and even Preston, I think, do Macedonia, I think you're right that it doesn't appeal to the wider community.
Yes, please.
Now-
You're narrowing it down to a small community. You know what I mean? To like
Yeah.
your nationalities and all that. You
And
got
we understand why.
I understand.
We understand why completely.
Like I said, I understand it. I'm Wog myself, so I understand like the build of all these clubs. So just
And they
bringing
built
bringing in your mate. When your mate's just, I don't understand. I'm not Greek. I'm not Croatian. I'm not Italian. You know, why would I go? You got to break that narrative now.
Yeah, and do it in the correct way, not like how they did it when they wrecked the NSL. They killed the NSL off. I understand why they did, but they could have done it better. It's a fine balancing act. But someone raised, mate, this game is going to be massive. South Melbourne versus Preston. Like,
Hey, there's some mouthwatering games there to watch.
huge.
Ooh.
Sydney United, Marconi, huge.
I know.
There are some mouthwatering games
some
there with
big
lots
games.
of history, which I don't mind. When it does start to kick off, I will go watch those games like that.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't mind watching fucking Sydney United and
Marconi, Sydney United, RPR.
South Melbourne and go watch
Yeah.
fucking classic.
Mate, Preston comes up. Preston are killing like,
Wait.
what are they at Division 1 or 2?
No, they're
Melbourne?
in Division 3.
There you go.
NPL 3.
And they're killing the crowds.
They get about 5,000 a game.
Massive, yeah.
Wow,
5,000.
That's
That's more than MacArthur.
That is pretty impressive, bro.
That's more than MacArthur.
So, yeah, like, the only
That's off to them. That's off.
100%,
That's because of the
They're
Canadian.
getting more than us.
But that's
They do, they honestly, they get more than us than we were fucking ANZ and Spotless.
But that's because of human engagement too.
Yeah, 100%. I know you were touching on Banana that some people worried about that it's only New South Wales, Victoria, but the fact that they're still open to another 4 teams. I think South Hobart announced that they're still interested in being one of those 4 teams.
Yeah, Heidelberg are one. as
Heidelberg,
well.
yeah, they came
Melbourne
out with their
Knights are
statement.
Absolutely filthy.
Yeah,
They are
but
absolutely.
apparently I heard a rumor that something about the 500,000. They
It's a 600 guarantee. So every club had to give a guarantee of 600K just to even get to this point.
and apparently
Wow.
Melbourne Knights apparently, don't quote me, apparently wanted to only pay half of that. That's a rumor. I don't know.
Oh,
If it's true.
they're in deposit.
Well,
for
they
the
put up a
deposit.
statement on their social, so if you want to check out what they've said.
I didn't see. I just thought they didn't get in.
But I mean, if you because obviously they have another 2 to 4.
Yeah.
Definitely have another Brisbane team,
The Sunshine team apparently.
Sunshine team, or even another like Brisbane FC who used to be in the NSL
Yeah.
back in the mid to late 80s from memory. Could even,
Strikers.
yeah, but see, I don't think Strikers have as much pull as what sort of Brisbane FC have got.
I'd love to say Adelaide City. I would love to say Adelaide City.
Don't get me wrong.
Another Adelaide team, yes. It just depends on who and who's has
have
that
one.
Adelaide
guarantee.
Imagine
City
that,
or West
Adelaide
Adelaide,
City,
Cumberland,
Metro Star, whatever it is.
Star, yeah.
you know?
Metro, yeah. Definitely, I don't know why there's no Canberra.
Yeah, I think they might be
I-
waiting Canberra to come into A-League. I hope.
Look, I would rather have Canberra in the A-League personally, but if Canberra ends up being second tier with that potential of getting promotion relegation, that's all well and good. Because I would love to do an away trip down to Canberra.
Oh,
That-
wait. Canberra's coming in anyway, aren't they?
No, there's no guarantee. No,
Auckland. Wasn't it Auckland and Tasmania?
no, Tasmania, yeah.
Yeah, Auckland, Tasmania.
So what happened with the Canberra thing? That was,
Nothing, bro.
It's still
Oh, it's
in
dead
the
in the
process
water.
of pipeline, but yeah.
yeah, right.
But people have sort of asking me where my
Where's your allegiance?
allegiance.
Because Olympic are making a comeback. You reckon Stoss is going to jump the ship? I mean, he probably won't go to the games anyway, but, you know.
Nah, but like, look, Wanderers will always be my number one club. Like everything they've done for me personally, like, you know, recently, but also throughout my, like, you know, ever since they've started. But as a kid growing up, the only team that I really had support was Olympic. So like, I'll still follow them. I'll still watch them. I'll still go to games. I still go watch NPL games at times as well.
Go soft spot for him.
Still have a soft spot, but doesn't mean I'm going to be like one of those like old guys in the crowd with like a oxygen mask, you know, like whatever. But I was just really surprised how far they even got to this point.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a step forward. I hope it survives. I really, really do. They've got a lot of
think it
challenges,
will.
big challenges. I hope it does survive. I hope eventually it does lead to promotion relegation.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to see it till another 5 years, at least 5 years.
5 to 6.
I think their plan is to get the A-League to certain numbers, then introduce it.
Correct.
It's probably not just that, Malta. It's the financial standpoint too. You can't. This is not a rushing thing. Or this has been talked about for years. It's a rushing thing. It's a Ukrainian.
It's been well timelined, I guess, because I actually watched the press conference back on YouTube, and one of the reporters actually brought up a really good question, and they mentioned about the Sydney United situation in the Australia Cup final against Macarthur at Combank, and they said if something happens to that club, like specifically like Sydney United or any other club that goes down that avenue with fines and whatever, will their spot be at risk? And they said yes, because all those clubs are still up to standard of what all the A-League clubs are. They could potentially be removed from that spot and given to someone else. So, ineffectively, these clubs have basically like an 18-month, 2-year period to ensure that they are, away from potential, issues and all that. So
Collapsing or anything like that.
So see what happens. I don't know.
That's the main thing. Like I'm like just worried about. Like I'd love all these teams to come through that we're all naming, but I want every club to be like stable. You know what I mean? I think that's what they want.
Sustainability is key.
I think that's why they've given this big gap in between when they can get promoted or demoted or whatever.
Promotion relegation, but I also think it's a good time that they've waited that long to actually start the competition, because then it allows those 2 to 4 extra teams to have that guarantee that they will be there for the long run, not just a short term.
Another thing I will say, supporters of these clubs, you've harped on about it for years and years and years and years and years and years and years. I hope to see at least half the stadiums that they play at full.
I hope so.
Because you don't show up now after this, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear anything, bro. I don't want to hear a word. Get my club there. But your club's there now. Get there now. Yeah. Get there now. Your team's going to be there. It's going to be in the second division. The spotlight's going to be on it as well now. Don't fucking do the old dog act and say, oh, my team, and don't rock up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't be like that now. Now you've got it. Now it's time to prove something, man.
Good way to say it.
Simple.
Honest. Yeah.
Because it comes up to the new TV deal as well.
Yeah.
So that's obviously a negotiation from their side.
It could be fucking. Hey, imagine sitting looking at the ratings and the fucking the second division's killing it in the ratings. That honestly wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me.
I don't know. I said, would you watch second division games? 84% said yes.
100%. As if you. The more football I had on the TV, the better. Imagine Saturday night, and kick back. Fucking
Jimmy said it like without disrespect. All talk, now walk the walk.
That's it. 100%.
Well said.
See that, Jimmy? Does Stoss engage to you? No.
I wouldn't even look at it. It's not going to be tapping you on the leg for
Bro, they want to
another-
know what religion you are, bro. I told him you're Maltese.
Religion?
I told him you get for the
I'm
Bulldogs.
Buddhist. I'm Buddhist. There
Where you from?
You got a greetings from Bosnia.
you go.
Oh,
Oh, there they
Always
your name, bro.
is that Klipic on?
It's good pitch.
Is it Klipic?
Oh.
How is he anyway?
He's
Who
doing
knows,
well.
bro?
He's doing well this year.
Oh,
He's
apparently
going
they saw you at the West Tigers Manly game this year.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah, he was there. Weren't you there?
Yeah, I was there. I had my fucking half the Tigers and Manly shirt on. I freaking loved it. I
I think that's it. Do you want to have the last say about the derby?
What is this? to
Give us
say?
a G up, Banana. Come on, G up. Georgie, G up.
Get to the fucking game. Don't give a shit if you wear red or black, fucking sky. Get to the fucking game. Fill the fucking stands up. Not just this week. Every week,
That's
you
it, mate.
fucking, especially our supporters. Get fucking. You don't want to hear what I want to say now.
Calm down, son.
Want to be fucking. Oh, I've walked into so many like this week. I've been Wanderer supporter for many years. Okay, you going this week? Nah, I can't this
Oh,
week.
burns
mate.
me out.
It's every week. No, I
Oh,
can't this
burns me,
week.
man.
I can't. My wife's friends
Oh,
coming over there. Grow some.
I got an
fucking-
engagement on.
Go
Just
on.
go there.
Grow
Bucks on,
some
get there.
fucking balls, you fucking soft cock men these days.
Well said, bro.
Honestly, grow a fucking pair. You fucking soft cock men with my club, boy. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up.
That's what I've been
please.
waiting for, Banana. That's a G up
Shut
you needed.
up. Get to the game, you dogs. Fucking hell, bro. It's the only time you can go out and enjoy yourself before you come back to jail. I mean, home.
What?
Oh, my God.
What?
No, you're right, Banana. Get to the game. It should be good. 30,000.
35 plus.
35,000 now, yeah?
I reckon at least
there.
35.
But anyways, fill it up. Fill the cunt
Look
up.
at the RBB post. Get to the park outside. Walk on the footpath. Once you get to
Footpath,
the park,
people.
go crazy.
Footpath people.
Enjoy it. These are the games we live for. Sydney do the same.
Mate,
Let's show 'em
get
what
out
we're made
there,
out of.
support the boys, support the coaching staff, all the players, all the fans and
Who
all
is-
that, all the members.
Who is Kyle and Jackie O going to support?
Well,
You
they-
talk,
for you, Georgie.
That's for you because
Well-
you were on the show the other day.
yeah, yesterday morning I was on first calls, and Jackie O will be making an appearance. So see you there, Jackie. Because you know,
What's she going to wear? What colour is she wearing?
mate, I don't care what she wears, as far as I'm
She
concerned.
come naked for
I think she wants you, George. She keeps. She always.
She keeps asking about your sex
Well,
life.
she asked me about for my phone number about it on Wednesday
they've got
morning,
it.
but you know they've already got it, so I don't know.
Sneaky message on the
Just-
side, Joe.
I'll be the stepdad.
Do you hit her up? Oh, shit. Do you hit her up on Instagram at all?
Nah,
on
just
Instagram.
yeah.
God.
But I think they did a poll, and I think it was about 51% said Wanderers she should go for.
No, I'm pretty
So,
sure it was
or did they
Sydney
change it
FC.
to Sydney FC?
Oh.
But
You can tell how much people from the West listen to them.
I just want to give a shout out to on the Today Show, Effie Zahos.
Effie's asshole.
Effie Zahos.
Zahos,
She wore a Wanderers cap this morning on the Today Show.
right.
Carl and
Cool.
Carl
Stefanovic.
Stefanovic.
Carl's a Westie. He should be a Westie, Carl, eh?
Mate,
He should be.
mate, and,
She's go fuck himself.
Carl was speechless because I think Channel 9 were like, why are we promoting football?
Carl,
But
last name like
it's
that.
Derby, bro.
It's a fucking
It's Derby, bro.
Derby,
It's
bro.
simple as that. And City FC, if you're never gonna have.
So,
this
Georgie,
crest.
if we beat Sydney, are you calling up Kyle and Jackie O and
Monday morning, I shall be making a phone call of some sort to them, and Senator Jackie, well, look, I got three.
What colour panties did you have on that?
No, I got 3 spare bedrooms.
Oh,
Pick
if that's enough motivation for the boys to win, I don't know what
that's
is.
enough motivation for Jackie to get to his house, mate.
Pick
And
your poison
spread your
and-
wings.
Well, she just recently bought a property in the eastern suburbs. Her and Kyle, $200 million deal.
There you go, Georgie. Get on that.
Yeah. Oh, what's
now-
that new
now
contract
we're
they
turning
got? Where we going?
Yeah, I don't know where we're going. All right, get to the game. Get to the
Get to the game.
Derby,
Fuck
fire
off,
up.
Jackie. Kiss
We'll
my
see you
ass.
Wanderers
there.
for life.
Go hard.
Sack those Paul Bleak in Melbourne. Oh,
See you later.
hurry up.
Smell it.